This is Wet Notes on Scuba Shack Radio for Sunday, March 14th, 2021. Starting off today, I want to give everyone an update on Dive Training Magazine. When the pandemic hit last year, it caused the magazine to suspend publication. And there was a disclaimer out on their website about the magazine being on hiatus. Well, I really liked this magazine, so I went out and checked their website, and I did not see this disclaimer anymore. So I reached out to the editor, Catherine Castle Garcia, to check on the status. Catherine got back to me, and she indicated that they are still in a holding pattern and are aiming to start publication again in the third or fourth quarter this year. In the interim, Catherine and her husband are working on growing their business, Deeply Designs, and they are working on a feature-length wildlife film. Let's hope Dive Training Magazine hits the streets again this year. I really enjoy that publication. Now, for those of us who love going to and diving in the Caymans, there's hope there. It sounds like they are making good progress down in the Caymans on vaccinating the population. And according to the Premier, Alden McLaughlin, if the COVID-19 vaccination rates keep up at this pace, they are thinking that they'll be able to open the borders again in either late April or early May. And with the penetration of the vaccine, there won't be any need to quarantine when you're entering the islands. Now, this is certainly something to look forward to. You don't have to twist my arm to head down to Sunset House or the Little Cayman Beach Resort. In the fight against plastic pollution, back in February, the Ocean Cleanup, which is a non-profit that was established in 2013 with the mission of developing technologies that will rid the world's ocean of plastics, signed a Memorandum of Understanding with Thailand. And that Memorandum of Understanding was to deploy interceptors in Thailand's rivers. Now, rivers provide the highways for plastics to enter the ocean, and intercepting plastics in the river before it gets to the ocean is just common sense, but a complex solution. The Ocean Cleanup Interceptor Program is pretty cool, and they want to expand deployments to the 1,000 most polluting rivers around the world. Well, that's certainly some good news coming out of Thailand and hopefully the rest of the world. You can check them out on theoceancleanup.com. Last week on NOAA's Ocean podcast, the show featured another NOAA program, Ocean Today. And on this episode, Kurt Mann discussed what Ocean Today is all about. Essentially, it is a series of short videos that take complex science and present them in understandable 1 to 3 minute videos. They cover deep sea exploration, climate change, marine life, and more. These videos are thoroughly vetted with NOAA scientists to ensure that they get the science right. The videos are also being placed in kiosks at the Smithsonian as well as 34 other locations. I checked out their 5-part series on shipwrecks. Pretty cool. Check out oceantoday.noaa.gov for more. Well, the first quarter edition of Alert Diver magazine from Divers Alert Network arrived last week, and it's an incredible 100 pages of information. The feature this quarter includes shore diving in Monterey Bay, an article on diving in La Paz, Mexico, and an article on the power of American marine sanctuaries. In addition to the feature articles, you'll find all the standard stuff. Most of that is in short, concise articles. The research, education, and medicine section is really fantastic. I love going through that. One of the short articles also discussed turning tank valves on all the way versus a quarter turn back. There's so much more to absorb in this publication. Also, I noted in the letters to the editor, one of our divers submitted a letter, Sarah, to them about doing pre-dive safety checks. So, Alert Diver magazine, it's a great benefit to your Dan membership. And finally, I came across an article a couple of days ago titled, "This Netflix Original Will Make You Think Twice Before Ordering the Fish of the Day." And it was a short article about the new Netflix documentary called Seaspiracy, and that will premiere on March 24th this year. The film will present the urgency of protecting the world's oceans, primarily focused on the dire implications of commercial fishing. This documentary was directed by Ali Tabrizi and assistant director Lucy Tabrizi. You can go out to Netflix and search on Seaspiracy and watch the trailer. In the article, they state that 24,000 fisheries workers die each year while on the job. That's a lot. I just didn't realize how dangerous the fishing industry was. Now, one of the quotes from the Seaspiracy Instagram page says, "This film will radically transform the way we think and act on ocean conservation forever." So mark your calendars and be sure to catch Seaspiracy on Netflix, available March 24th. Well, that's it for Wet Notes for March 14th, 2021, here on Scuba Shack Radio.